this lesson, we're going to add the second octave to our minor scale. Just like we did our major scale, we started with one octave, and then we added another octave to get you practicing on some of the higher strings. So let's take a look at our chart there, and you'll see the second octave, and the red dots are our root notes. So you can play this anywhere as long as you start on the low E string, just like the major scale. So let's take it from A. We'll play A minor. So 5th fret, first finger, play our first octave that you already know. Okay, from there, we're going to stay on that string. We're going to play the 9th fret with our pinky. It's kind of a stretch. This is a good exercise to get you stretching your fingers out. So play our octave on the 7th fret, 9th fret, pinky on the D string. Then we come down with our first finger, play the 5th fret on the G string, 7th fret, 3rd finger on the G string. So far we have try to remember to keep your fingers hovering over the frets. Then we're going to go down with our first finger on the B string, 5th fret, and our second finger, B string, 6th fret, then 8th fret B string with our pinky. So far, okay, now our last note to complete the octave is 5th fret, high E string with our first finger. So the whole thing. So all together, both octaves. And that's the 2 octaves. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to extend this up and start the first couple notes of the 3rd octave just to get you used to the fingering, because later when we're playing lead or improvising, that's going to come in handy. So we'll go all the way to the last note. And we're going to add our 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the high E string, and then our pinky on the 8th fret of the high E string. That kind of completes this. We call, when we play scales in certain positions, we call them boxes. So that kind of completes that box. So I would suggest practicing them both ways, just the normal 2 octaves. And then also the little extension we added. And in an earlier lesson, we talked about relative minors and how they relate to major scales. So a good practice habit would be to play, when you're warming up and you're playing your scales, play a major scale, then play its relative minor. Then play another major scale, play its relative minor. That'll get you used to where they're at on the fretboard and hearing how they're the same.